So, Kavita, firstly, let me put it on record. Unfortunately or fortunately, the Fed lost credibility. In 21, when inflation was starting to rise, he termed it as being transitory and misread the markets. And then you came all guns blazing when inflation hit sky high at 9.5%, and you raised rates from 0.5 to 5% in the space of 8 months. Then you had your casualties, the SVB Bank, the First Republic Bank, in Europe, Credit Suisse. So all these are short-term measures which created panic as far as the currency and some of the leveraged banks which misread the market on the interest rate scenarios in the short and the medium term. However, we think inflation is benign, and even in the US now inflation is closer to 4.5%, which means that the Fed this time should be on hold, because I think he is run way ahead of the times and realizes that even though there is a mild recession, you run the risk of some other banks having exposure to a time duration mismatch in asset liabilities. I think the Fed is on hold. On RBI, I definitely think it's a hold because we've had a benign inflation environment. Secondly, Kavita, crude is not 100, it's not even budging past 70, 75, which means inflationary pressures are going to be much more benign in India. Our capex is doing well, and bond yields are very, very stable. On the global side, I think most people had predicted Europe to be the elephant in the room. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. They have run into a mild recession, but stock markets being forward-looking barometers, all European indices are hitting all-time highs. So like I said, don't try and time the markets because markets are smarter than all of us put together. We think that the policy rates are going to be benign, and that could actually trigger some sort of short covering stroke under ownership of stocks as bond yields start to fall.